everyone, it's Lexie. So in today's video I'll be sharing with you what I spend in a week. So 2022 has been kind of a financially stressful year for me and for a lot of people as well, especially with inflation rates. So I'm very much struggling like a lot of you guys are. So a lot of this has been tied into just like 2021 was just a very expensive year. I had the surgery for my bone tumor, which was expensive. I needed a new tire for my car. I had to get all the brakes replaced in my car, which was $1,000 in of itself. My bed broke. I had to get a new box spring. So it was a very financially heavy year of like things like emergency type expenses. And then the way my school works is that you don't get paid in between semesters, so especially during the winter break, like you don't get paid for up to 3 months, so it's very hard. And then with the conferences that I had to go to, I had to pay for those out of pocket, and then it took my school over 6 months to reimburse me. So a lot of it has just been like I've been trying to play catch up, and I feel like I've just been in this financial hole for a really long time. And now that I finally have gotten reimbursed for the 2 conferences that I went to, I feel like now is where I can be like, okay, I can kind of like pop my head out of this financial hole I've been in and be like, okay, we can finally slowly get our way out of this. So this, like specifically this fall semester, I'm very much focused on kind of just being very frugal and very conscious of what I'm spending my money on. So basically, like right now, I'm mostly just spending money on gas and food, and obviously like food, and then like just some necessities. And I'm trying to focus on things that I need rather than want, and because I kind of want, by the end of the year, I kind of want to be somewhat financially stable and not kind of in this hole, because it is very stressful. So I'll have a breakdown in this video of what I actually kind of, my like take home pay is, and my like monthly expenses in terms of like health insurance and all that. So you'll get to see what I kind of spend in a week. But I also understand that I'm very fortunate too. I live with my parents. I don't have to pay like rent or anything, which is a privilege, and I do acknowledge that. But still, even with that, it is very hard because graduate students don't make a lot, and especially with inflation and all the prices going up now, it's just very difficult. So I, along with everyone else, is kind of like struggling with all this. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, let me know if you want to see more of these in the future. I do want to do kind of how I do like my budget monthly breakdown and saving tips that I've kind of discovered over the past few months, on just how to like cut, like, save money here or there. Let me know if you want to see more financially focused videos in the future. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. As a graduate student, my yearly income is $22,500, and we get paid based on each semester. So it's each like semester is different in terms of our monthly income, just how many weeks it covers. So for the fall semester, my monthly income is roughly $1,500. So here is an overview of my monthly bills. So these are expenses that are basically mandatory every month. So this includes health insurance, streaming, my car wash membership, and Spotify, which comes to a grand total of $174. And here are the 3 monthly expenses that I budget for. So these are the allotted amounts that I give each section, that I have. Basically, that's the amount of money that I give to each category per the month. And so I'm on the 2nd billing period for the month that I'm filming this at. So I do have some money remaining in these expenses. First up, we have gas, which is the most expensive kind of expense that I have to do each month, because I do have to pay for gas to go places. Then I do food, and then miscellaneous items. Miscellaneous can be if I need, new toothpaste, or if I want to get like a book. That's kind of what I have in my miscellaneous category, and that's like if once I'm maxed out of more so food and miscellaneous, then I don't allow myself to spend anymore. But gas obviously is something that I do have to pay for in order to get places, so that is one that I'm willing to go over. But you can see I do have some money remaining for the rest of this bill period. So for context, I'm currently on week 4, and so I have 1 more week until I'll get my next payment. So these are the remaining dollars for basically the rest of the month, the last week of the month. And finally, the last category that I divide my money to is in savings. So there are three main savings accounts. I have my emergency fund, which I use for unexpected purchases, if they're like a car maintenance, anything like that. There is my Roth IRA account where I just invest in my future, and then my Ireland vacation fund. Me and my boyfriend are going to take a trip to Ireland when I graduate, hopefully in the spring. So I'm just preparing for that trip now. But whatever remaining cash that I have that I don't use from my expenses and what I deduct from my expenses and my bills, it basically goes towards savings. So I split it between these three accounts. So it just kind of varies month to month, but I have like a specific amount, and then whatever is left over that month goes into my savings account. So my first purchase of the week was gas. This is something that I have to do every week, and I don't like to let my tank go below a quarter. So I filled up, and I have what my gas station that I use has an Advantage card, so you get a discounted price on the gas. So in this case, I was able to get 30 cents off per gallon, and then an additional $2 off as well. And I find this very helpful to save money on gas. So yeah, this I find is made. I've saved so much money with this because it is a necessary expense, and it's just better to, save money on things that you actually have to spend money on. And so the total cost was $34.91. And so once a month I have dinner with a friend that I did my master's with, and so later that day I met her for some tacos. I ended up doing a burrito bowl, and it was really great too because I was able to have a lot of leftovers, so that was like my lunch for the next day. And so I only had the burrito bowl and a pop, and so my grand total came to $17.15. And finally, on my way home I stopped by Aldi. I'm making a barley soup later in the week, and I needed some mushrooms, so Aldi has the best prices in the area, so the grand total for this shopping outing came for $3.08. All of this resulted in a grand total of $55.14. So on Tuesday, I ended up going to Target. I've been on the hunt for a good shampoo that will help clarify my hair. If you have hard water, you know the struggle of like the product buildup, and there's like some really expensive products you can get on Amazon, but I was looking for a better budget friendly option, so I found this one by Aveda. And luckily at Target they were having a sale where you could also get an additional $2 off. By using the Target app, I can see when items that I'm interested in or I need to restock on go on sale, so I figured this would be a good time for me to go out and purchase this product. I also ran out of dry shampoo that morning, so I needed to pick up a new one as well. And it worked out too because they were having a promotion where you spend $25, you get a $5 gift card, so that ended up working out. I also have the Target Circle app on my phone, so I was able to get an additional discount, so my grand total came to $25.70. And I will say I was very good with my spending. I just spent it on the toiletries. Even though there was new Taylor Swift merch that dropped, I didn't buy a single thing, so I'm very proud. So again, just the grand total of the day was what I bought at Target, which was $25.70. I didn't spend any money on Wednesday, and on Thursday when I came back from school I treated myself to a Dunkin'. I had a free drink coupon, so obviously I spent it on the most expensive thing, so that was free. And then on my way home I also stopped by Target. I had to get my friend a condolences card. Her grandfather passed away, so I wanted to get her something nice just to send in the mail because she does live on the other side of the country. And so the total for this came to $4.69. And Tucker was very helpful too. He helped me bring the card to the mailbox. This resulted in the Thursday total of $4.69. I didn't spend any money on Friday, and on Saturday my boyfriend and I went into town. We went and looked around the bookstore, and I did really good. I didn't buy anything. I'm keeping up with my book buying ban, but I did end up purchasing this tea from one of the tea and spice shops in our area, and it's always been sold out every time I'm there, so I saw it and I picked it up right away. So this came to $25.89. Then my boyfriend and I went out to dinner. I had this pizza and he had the pumpkin ravioli, which was really good. And so between our entrees and our drinks, our total came to $53.12. Then this is including tip. So between the tea and the dinner, this resulted in a grand total of $79.00 for Saturday. So on Sunday, I had to make another trip to Target. I know, another one, but my boyfriend and I decided to make homemade pitas, and we needed to have the bread flour. So when I was there, I ended up picking up the bread flour and then some cute little Christmas ornaments. I've been really into the Christmas mood recently, and so I ended up using also some of my gift card balance as well, just to kind of pay this off. So the total came to $9.05, which was the grand total for the entire day as well. So here is an overview of all the spending that I did this week. You can see that Monday and Saturday were my most expensive days. Monday because I got gas, and then Saturday because I did have a dinner with my boyfriend. You can see that majority of my spending went towards food, eating out, in gas. And usually I don't eat out that often. It just happened to be this week that I had dinner with my friend, and then also went out for dinner with my boyfriend as well. So if we look at my weekly expenses here, we can see that overall I was under budget for gas and miscellaneous spending, but I was $45 over for food. So when I look at my grand total, I usually budget for $300 for these three combined categories. I ended up being $2 over budget, which isn't too bad. Usually, like I said, I don't eat out that often, which happened to be a rare occasion for this week. But yeah, overall I did a good job at sticking to my budgeted, allotted money spent. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below, like I said, if you want to see more of these type of videos in the future, and how I budget out my month and everything in terms of savings and like just regular expenses and all that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.